He was called the Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, and one of the greatest WWE superstars of all time. But behind the RKOs, the championships, and the fame, Randy Orton's body has been through absolute hell. From shoulder dislocations to back surgeries, his career was nearly destroyed multiple times. Today, we're diving deep into the painful reality of Randy Orton's injuries, the injuries that almost ended his legendary career. In the early 2000s, Randy Orton was a young, cocky third-generation superstar. WWE pushed him to the top fast. He became the youngest world heavyweight champion at just 24. But his aggressive style came at a cost. His shoulder was the first to give out. In 2002, and again in 2003, Orton suffered serious shoulder injuries, forcing him out of action for months. WWE even gave him a special online segment called the Randy News Network to keep him relevant while injured. But little did fans know, this was just the beginning of a long war between Randy and his own body. Randy Orton's most recurring injury was his shoulder. It popped out during matches, during training, even when he least expected it. In 2015, WWE doctors confirmed that Orton had double shoulder dislocations that required major surgery. This wasn't just a normal injury. It was career-threatening. Fans feared the Viper might never return, but Randy fought through rehab again and again. Still, his shoulder would haunt him for the rest of his career. After surviving multiple surgeries, Orton's biggest battle came later, his neck and back. Years of RKOs, suplexes, and high-impact matches began catching up with him. In 2022, Orton was forced to undergo spinal fusion surgery on his lower back. WWE doctors told him straight, "Your career might be over." Fans prepared to say goodbye to the Viper. Even Orton admitted his future was uncertain. For over a year, he disappeared from TV, sparking rumors of retirement. But Randy Orton is no ordinary man. After more than 18 months away, Orton made his shocking return at Survivor Series, War Games 2023. The crowd exploded as the Viper slithered back into WWE. He proved that despite every surgery, every scar, and every warning from doctors, Randy Orton was still here. Still dangerous. Still the Apex Predator. Randy Orton's career is not just a story about championships, rivalries, or the iconic RKO out of nowhere. It's something far deeper. It's a story about survival. A story about a man who spent over 2 decades putting his body through absolute torture, all for the sake of entertaining millions of fans around the world. From the very beginning, Randy Orton was seen as a natural talent. He was young, gifted, and destined for greatness. But what the world often forgets is that talent alone doesn't make a legend. What makes a legend is the battle behind the scenes. The injuries, the surgeries, the scars that never heal. For Orton, the pain began early. Shoulder dislocations plagued his career. Imagine this. One of the most dangerous superstars in WWE, someone who built his style on sudden strikes and brutal impact, constantly fighting with a shoulder that could pop out of place at any moment. It wasn't just painful, it was terrifying. One wrong move, one awkward landing, and his career could have been over before it even truly began. Then came the neck scares. Doctors warned him. Wrestling with a vulnerable neck could change his life forever. One wrong bump, one bad fall, and Orton wouldn't just lose his career. He could lose his ability to live normally. Most people would have walked away. But Randy Orton? He kept going. He ignored the fear. He fought through the danger, and he gave the WWE Universe some of the most unforgettable moments in history. But the worst battle of his life came years later, his back. After decades of punishing matches, after years of RKOing giants and slamming his body onto hard mats, Orton's back finally gave out. In 2022, he underwent a major back surgery. At that time, insiders whispered that his career was over. Even doctors believed he would never step foot inside a WWE ring again. The pain was unbearable, the risks too high. It wasn't just about wrestling anymore. It was about Randy's future as a father, as a husband, as a man. And yet, Orton's story proves one thing: true legends never surrender. While the world speculated and counted him out, Randy pushed through the grueling months of rehabilitation. Day after day, he fought through the pain, rebuilding his body piece by piece. What could have been the end turned into the greatest comeback of his life. Because that's what defines Randy Orton. Not the championships, not the records, not even the highlight reels of RKOs that shocked the world. What defines him is his refusal to quit. His ability to survive when everything in his body is breaking down. His will to rise again and again, no matter how many times he's been told it's over. Whether Randy Orton wrestles for 1 more year, 5 more years, or 10, it doesn't matter. He has already carved his name in the history books. He has already proven that he isn't just one of the most dangerous men to ever step inside a WWE ring. He is one of the toughest, most resilient, and greatest superstars in the history of professional wrestling. Randy Orton's career is living proof that legends aren't just made by victories inside the ring. They're made by fighting through pain, by refusing to give up, and by showing the world that even when your body says no, your heart can still say yes. That is Randy Orton, and that is why his story will live forever. So, what do you think? Did Randy Orton cheat fate by returning? Or do you believe his injuries will catch up with him again? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more WWE stories. This was the story of Randy Orton, the injuries that almost ended the legend killer.